What is up, my fellow questers and gamers and painters? Welcome to another episode of Midnight Quest, where tonight we will be painting the Chaos Warlocks. I've been excited to start these guys. I got them primed and I got them dry brushed, so I am excited to start painting them. I asked your guys' opinions in the chat, what you guys thought color palette wise would be a good combo for these guys. And a couple of different people said red and blacks, like reds and blacks and dark colors like that. And I think that's perfect for these guys. Now, I did ask Luke what color, like skin tone, because they don't have a lot of skin showing, but they have a little bit like up in the upper arms and chest area. And so he said something kind of like dead looking, because these guys have been around for a very long time. And I said, okay, well, we will look into that. And I got a couple colors picked out that I hope will go well for this. So thank you guys. And if anybody's here, see we got 5 viewers. So if you're new here or if you're returning, drop me a message in the chat and we'll have some fun tonight. We'll talk and we'll paint and we'll just have fun. Now, last night Luke was playing. I want to mention real quick, last night Luke was playing in the quest, and they didn't quite finish the quest last night, but we had a hero not make it last night, and I missed it. I missed the end of that. I was down here for a little while. We have an ad break getting ready to start, side note. So we'll see y'all back here in a minute. But if you do not have to watch the ad break, then I will continue. Our dwarf did not make it, Hogard. He perished last night while the quest was happening. I was upstairs. I was down here for a little while prepping some skeletons just because I want something to paint, in between streams. And so I missed it. And I did not know who had died, and I thought maybe it was Gramina. And I was very upset. I messaged Luke and I said, what happened? And Luke just messaged, actually, he just said to a skeleton, no less. Yeah, Hogard perished to a skeleton, but he kept having monsters coming after him just over and over and over again, and it just, unfortunately, he perished, and I was so sad about it. I was very upset, because he was one of my favorite paint jobs that I've done so far, so I was sad. I was sad about it. Anyway, the ad is getting ready to start now, so hopefully if you have to watch that, it won't take too long for you, and then we can be back and start on these warlocks that I got ready to go here. I did put in the Discord earlier today. I meant to do it last night, and I forgot. The next dice bag. So depending on how the stream goes tonight and how far I get with these guys, I'm planning on trying to get them all done tonight. I will be revealing another dice bag tonight. So far, black is winning. We have black, pink, blue, and red. So if you are a part of our Discord, make sure you go in there and you give us a vote on which one you would like to see. And then if you are new here and you're not part of our Discord yet, I'll have Luke drop the link down in there, and you guys can join us on our Discord. And you can go in there and vote. Or you can just let me know in the chat which color you would like to see unveiled at the end of tonight's stream. And I will check that before everything's all said and done tonight. So I'm going to get some music started, and then we're going to pop on over here to my table and go ahead and get that ready to go. And then go over to my painting cam here. Whoop. All right. So, got these guys prepped and ready to go. They are exciting to get them ready to go. Zulia's here. Hello, everyone. It's Chaos Warlock time. Yes, Chaos Warlock time. Luke did put that link. I can't think tonight. Put that link in there for our Discord. So if you guys want to go and vote, you're more than welcome to. Or just, like I said, let me know. So this is kind of the color palette I've chosen here. We got some reds, we got some dark reds, we got some different stuff. I chose these 2 colors, these metallic colors for like the helmet and stuff that he's got on, and he's got like whatever these things are on his arms. I can't think of what they're called. And then I chose pallid bone and rigor mortis for the skin, We're going to see how that goes. I'm going to put the darker on first and then the lighter tone on top of it and see how it comes out. See if we can get it kind of grayish and dead looking, essentially. Zuli said, Luke says, hey, Zuli. And then Zuli says, hey, Luke, how are you doing? And he says, doing good. You? How have you been? All right, I'm going to put on my owl glasses here. Turn on my light so I can see what I am doing. Make sure that we are in the frame here so you guys can also see what I'm doing. And as per usual, I usually start with the skin tone. Now these guys, their faces are like skeletal almost. So I'm wondering if I shouldn't just leave the face alone, as far because there's not really skin on the face. Justin's here. He says, yo. And then Zuli says, yep, doing great. Just doing a fan art while watching me painting. And then Zuli says, what's up, Justin? So I think I haven't decided yet on whether or not I want to paint. I might paint around, I guess, the teeth he's got showing. Guess we'll see how it goes. Well, I might get a snap decision on that. So this is called Pallid Bone, this color. It's a pale yellowish brown. So we're going to see how that goes. I had a hair on me. And yes, I'm wearing a nightgown because it's midnight. So I took my shower for the night and I was like, I'm not putting, you know, a dress back on and stuff. I'm just going to wear my nightgown and be comfortable. So we're going to start with the skin tone. Now he doesn't have a lot, like I said. It's in the face, up in here, and then this area, in between this and this area on each side, and then in the back here. Now I was trying to decide if he's wearing pants, because it kind of looks like he's not, but that's kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie, to think about these guys just having this like loincloth thing hanging down in the middle. So I'm putting pants on him. I think that's gonna look best. Justin said, just got off work, ate, watched Vox Machine, now laying down. And Zuli said, Vox Machina. Sorry, I thought it said Vox Machine. Is that how you say that, Vox Machina? And then Zuli said, Vox Machina is goated. Okay. And Luke says, awesome. Hey, feel free to post that sort of thing and the self-interest stuff in our Discord. Would love to see what you're working on. Yes. And Justin said, just watched the first episode of the new season. All right, let's see how this color looks. Okay, yeah, I think that'll be a good starting like base color. And then if we put that light color on top of it, I think that that'll achieve the look we're going for here, to give him kind of this just dead skin kind of gross look. Or at least that's what I'm hoping for. And then in between this, I'm pretty sure is also skin. So, Zuli said, replying to post in our Discord, said, sure, I'll do it. And then replying to Justin, who watched the first episode, said, that's great. And Justin just said, also not killing heroes tonight. Definitely not doing that. Yeah. Oh, poor Hogard. We need shirts or something that say rest in peace Hogard on them. He didn't ask for this. He just wanted to be a part of things. See what happens when you want to be included in things? You perish. Zuli said, I can't wait to see you use my color palette theme for the Chaos Warlocks. Yes, I'm super stoked about it. I really liked that. I don't remember if it was you or somebody else that posted an actual picture and it had different colors in it that were like dark red and then like a bright red and then like a really dark like black, and like it was really, really cool. Luke said, those dang dice rolls screwed you last night, dude. And Justin said, yeah, Luke, when you do custom music, the Ballad of Hogard should be a song. Oh my gosh, it totally should be. The Ballad of Hogard, yes. And Julie said, "Oh, it's me, the picture." Yes, and I really loved that picture. I loved that color palette choice. I was like, that's perfect. And I think it'll go nice with this skin tone as well. Because I know, like, when I painted the Witch Lord, he kind of had that color palette too. I was trying to paint him closer to his card, but not quite so. Like, his cloak and stuff in, like, on the cover of that book is a little bit bright. And so we didn't want it too bright, so I kind of darkened it up a bit. But his color palette is kind of similar to that. So we're going to go with this one and just see how it goes tonight. Okay, and then Julie said it makes it easier to show for more specific. Yes, it does. And Julie said it was so funny and enjoyable to watch you two play yesterday. It was awesome. And Luke said, yes, totally. I didn't know if I wanted to paint the face, but I kind of think that it fits now that I'm working on it. I'll figure out what color I want its teeth to be. And again, I don't know what it is about these miniatures, but why are these guys so muscular? Like, they're so muscular. I don't understand why these guys, they're supposed to be dead. Why are they so buff? I don't understand. They have got some, like, major... This guy's definitely got a six-pack underneath this shirt he's wearing. Definitely, for sure, has got a six-pack going on. Because he is built. He's doing CrossFit on the weekends. Daily workout in the morning. To make sure he brings as much chaos as possible, right? Julie said they're trying to show off even though they're dead. Yes, I agree. Even when you're dead, you have to take care of yourself, I guess. Or something, I guess. Justin said, if you have unlimited time for being undead and you aren't jacked, what are you even doing? That's what he said exactly. Luke said, I had actually started a new custom song for this, the first of an album's worth. Got most of the way through it, but not sure now. My external hard drive seems to have gone kaput for no apparent reason. If I can't retrieve the files, that will literally be everything I've recorded since 2013 gone like it never existed. Yeah, Luke had a technical issue tonight at work for sure. Trying to figure out some different things to save the stuff on that hard drive. Because that hard drive is like the backup. And so I told him, I said, if it can be recovered, then we need to start doing like backups of the backups. Because that is just insane. Zully said, oh no, can't lose those. Yes. Yeah. fan so that I can make sure they're drying. Oh, Shamrock is here. Oh, and Luke said, okay, hang on. Justin said, I had to back up a little bit. Stuff can usually be recovered. It will likely be expensive. Luke said, I know. I think my brain leaked out my ears when I realized it wasn't working. Shamrock says, hello, I am here but lurking. Probably will be in and out. Well, welcome. Yes, and Justin says, or Zuli. Zuli says, welcome, Shamrock. Yes, welcome. Glad to see that you are here with us. And Shamrock said, hey yo, and then Zuli put like a waving face emote thingy. I've been excited to paint these guys since I primed them. Justin said, I've actually been considering building a home lab and having data storage with redundancy as a main feature. Zuli said, the channel's so underrated. I don't know how many people missed out on both of you guys, Luke playing HeroQuest and me and Savannah painting minis. And then Zuli said, wait, you're onto something there. Yes, well, we're still fairly new, so hopefully, I mean, it seems like we're growing a little bit more each day, and it's been really exciting just watching things kind of, you know, grow, and it's been a lot of fun just hanging out with you guys and just doing something that we both love to do. Has been fun. Luke says, thank you so much for that, Zuli. We're glad to have you here. And then Zuli replied with like a little dinosaur emote. We're holding a heart. And then Luke said, Hero Quest is the secret to all good relationships. Zuli said, yep, glad I tumbled in one day and never knew about Hero Quest. And now I'm so into watching Luke play Hero Quest. Yes. Justin said, OT's really expensive though. You need at least 2 hard drives, preferably 4, and you configure them to essentially behave as one, but one of that drives is there specifically for backup, so if one drive fails, you don't lose anything, but if more than one fails, that's a problem. Yes. My eye. A little too much there. Okay. So now, this is the last guy here for this skin tone here. I'm going to go back to the first guy and see if he needs another layer of this, or if I can go in and put the light layer on. We have a few things here. Hang on 1 second. Luke says, it's such a good game. And then Zuli replied to Justin, said, a serious problem. And then agreed with Luke, yes. It says, hey guys, and then Justin said, hey guys, I got that pretty girl that was watching last night in my bed, lol. Oh, Lord. And Luke says, yes, for sure. I bought a new drive today, and just the one was $200. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to recover everything, but that was a major expense we didn't really have the extra money for. Stuff gets expensive fast. Zuli says, no way. How you bagged a baddie? And then Luke said, whoa, it's almost like you guys are married or something, lol. And Justin said, yeah, that setup I'm after is going to be close to $800. Jeez. Wow. Okay, so I might think, let me look at these other ones, if that's, yeah, I don't think that's too bad. Let me see what this lighter color, this is Rigor Mortis. It's a light grayish green color. And we'll see how that looks over top of it. I'm only going to do a small part in case I don't like the way it looks. Just a little small amount too, because if I don't like the way it looks, I don't want to waste the paint. So just a little tiny bit there. All right, let's see. Might just do it here on the arm, just to kind of. See what that looks like. I don't want it to cover that color. Okay. All right, I'm going to let that dry and see what that looks like once it's dry before I make any other decisions about that. We have a first-time chatter. Burn Cheese says hello. And Luke says, hey, Burn Cheese, how's it going? And Zuli said, welcome, Burn Cheese. Yes, welcome. Welcome to Midnight Quest. Justin said, I have so many pictures I don't want to lose. Fortunately, most are on Facebook and I can get them back, but I don't want to rely on that. Yes. Yes, I actually went through all of my photos on Facebook and put them on an extended hard drive just so that I had them somewhere else besides Facebook. And I'm still working on that. I'm going through all of the Right Way pictures right now, which I took a break and I haven't done it for a while. But as you know, I used to take pictures for Luke's band. The band Luke was in when I met him, Right Way to Nowhere. I went and I did pictures for almost every show, and I did hundreds of pictures. So it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. For sure. So I took a break from that because I just got so burnt out on it. There's only so many times I can type it, you know. So Bird and Cheese has joined our quest. Awesome. Thank you so much. We are working on some Hero Quest minis right now. Painting some Hero Quest minis, and then my husband is on here. My husband's on here on Mondays and Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays, streaming the game, like he's playing the Hero Quest game, and then I'm on here Sundays and Wednesdays painting the Hero Quest minis, and then on Thursdays we have like a creative stream where we talk about just the game and the lore and all of that stuff. So I don't think I hate the way that dried on there. It didn't make it quite as bright as I thought. So I'm going to go ahead and paint the rest of this guy's skin and just see how it looks fully painted with this color on top of it, and see if it gives it the same effect while it's dry. Because if I don't like the way it's fully painted on this guy, then I won't paint the other ones this color. But we'll just do one, and if he's a little bit different, that's okay. Maybe he can be like the leader warlock or something. Let's see. Justin says, then when I show up, heroes die. Yeah. We had a stream last night where Justin was here playing the quest, and one of our heroes perished. It was very sad. I was super upset. Do you know anything about Hero Quest, Bird and Cheese? Have you ever played or anything like that? Or are you a painter or anything like that? Oh, Bernadette says, just started painting Warhammer. Have you been painting for a long time, or is like that your very first, the very first thing you've ever done? Zuli said, awesome. And then Justin said, to be fair though, there's about 10 extra monsters that shouldn't have been there. That is true. Zuli said, I'm here drawing is that Tabaxi? Is that how you say that? Or Tabaxi fan art? Luke said, awesome, that could be a ton of stuff to paint. Yes, for sure. And Zuli replying to Justin after he said, to be fair though, about the 10 extra monsters, said yeah, and then laughed faced. Yeah, he had a lot going on last night. For sure. That should not have been there. Poor Hogard, man. He just bit the dust. He was just trying to, you know, have a good time. And they took his good time and stomped on it. All right, let's let that one dry, and then we'll do a comparison, and you guys can tell me what you guys think of it. Bird and Cheese said, I painted Warhammer in the early 2000s when I was a kid, but getting back into it now as a hobby. Awesome, awesome. Luke said, we're going to experiment with a stricter limit on those redeems, I think. And Justin tagged Bird and Cheese and says, that's cool. Hero Quest is Warhammer adjacent. Yes. Warhammer, or not Warhammer, but Hero Quest is just, I don't know if you've ever heard of Hero Quest, but it's just kind of like D&D, but kind of simplified. So it's not quite as in-depth as D&D is. Because we just do not have time to be that in-depth. I love D&D and I love watching D&D, but I could never do that because we got 2 small kids and stuff, and the amount of time it would take to really do it justice is just, you know, playing Hero Quest, it's more straightforward and just a lot less a lot less is involved with it. So it's really, really fun. All right, let's take these two guys here and check them out. Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you like the darker skin guy or the lighter skin guy? Which one looks kind of more of a dead skin kind of thing? Justin said back when HeroQuest was, or Luke said, back when HeroQuest was first put out in '89, it took place in the Warhammer world. Since Hasbro bought it, it's its own thing now. And Justin said HeroQuest is set in an old version of the Warhammer world, 4th edition, I believe. All right. What do you guys think? Lighter skin or the darker skin? Because I think both of them have the potential to look like dead also. Luke said I like both, and Zuli said I also love D&D, but HeroQuest makes it interesting. Yes. So here's like the back. This is the lighter one, and this is the darker skinned one. I think I'm kind of digging the lighter skin just because it makes it look more like there's flesh on there, you know what I mean? Justin said that's a trick question, I'm not saying. So I think I'm digging this guy, honestly. I think I like him better. So we're going to add some light tone to the other guys as well. Or maybe we can do a few with the lighter tone like this and then a few with a darker tone. Or a couple with a darker tone. Have a little bit of both. So there's just a little bit of variety. So maybe I'll do that. I'll paint a couple with the light skin and then leave a couple with the dark skin, the darker skin. And so that there's kind of different options. Since how they both look okay, I think. I think that's a pretty good idea. Okay, Luke says, does this flesh color make me look fat? Don't answer it. Okay, we got an ad break starting here in just a little bit here, and Zuli laughed and Luke said, yes, do that. So we'll have two different skin colors here. So we'll have the darker skin guys and then the lighter skin guys. So we'll do a couple like this and a couple like that. You can get with this or you can get with that. Ha ha ha. And now we just gotta do the face here. Okay. All right. So we'll leave. I think I might do one more in the lighter tone. Luke said, or Justin says, man, I can't get your guys' name straight, even though it says it right there. Justin says, in the PC version I played, they use that mini to represent Ragnar when you have to rescue him. Really? I did not know that. Luke says, right, in the Milton Bradley HeroQuest, there was no custom mini, so the Chaos Warlock was just everything. I don't think I knew that. That's funny. Well, I'm glad he's got his own mini now, because his own mini is really cool. Okay, the ad break is finishing. Welcome back if you are, if you had to watch that. Hopefully, it wasn't too long and annoying for you guys. Okay, so we're going to do a few light skin guys, lighter skin guys, and a couple of the darker tone. I might go ahead and put another layer of that darker tone though, just to kind of like double down on it to give it more definition. Which I think will be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, Zuli, when you are done with that fan art, make sure you put it in our Discord because I'd love to see it. And then up in the chat, higher up, Burn Cheese, if you are still here, we have got a Discord link up there. If you want to be part of our Discord, that would be awesome. If not, that's no big deal as well. But we are having, I have a poll going right now. So I make these dice bags and we fill them. I have my husband fill them with different minis. And at the end of streams, if it's time, I will post those. And whichever wins is the one that I reveal at the very end of the quest to be the next thing that I paint. So we do have a vote going on there. Or if you just want to vote, I've got red, pink, black, and blue are the colors that I have right now that are going to, one of those is going to be revealed at the end of this quest today. If you want to vote, that's cool. If not, that's also cool. And then at the end of the stream, I will reveal which one is the winner. Because I always have a hard time deciding when there's so many different things to choose from, what it is I feel like painting or what I want to paint when I finish something. And so I figured that was a nice way that wouldn't make me have to be the deciding factor. I can kind of let you guys be the deciding factor, essentially. Justin said, should put my fan art in the chat. Although I think I still have a pic, the badly drawn femur wearing a wig. Yes. Luke said, another link to the ye old Discord. So our Discord is now posted down there. If you want to join us, that's cool. If not, that's also cool. We have lots of fun and discussion. And we love to see your pictures as well. We have a painting tab in there of anybody can post anything that they're working on. And we, of course, always love to see other people's painting and stuff. So it's up to you. And I think that would be awesome. Because I don't have a lot of experience with Warhammer. But I do love, like, the minis and stuff. Every time we're in a shop and I see them, I think that they're really, really detailed and really cool looking. So I'm always interested to see, that kind of stuff. Oh, Justin sent an image. An image. Okay. So there's those guys. We're done with the skin tone, I do believe. So now we will be moving on. Yeah. I think that was a good choice. Maybe I'll even put a wash on it too to kind of make him look dirty. I don't know. I do that at the end usually, the washes. So, okay. So now we're going to be moving on, I think, to maybe the gloves and the boots. Now, these two colors, these are the metallics that I've chosen. I've chosen a death metal and a brazen copper that I'm going to use for like his helmet and his like the metal around his arms and stuff. So I'm not doing that yet. I think I want to do the gloves and the boots next. So I'm just going to use regular black. Oops, when I have black on here, I think, let me see what colors I picked out here. So I think this reddish brown, this burnished red, will be a good color for the gloves and the boots. I think will be good for that. It's a nice, Justin says, I still have a pic, lol. Oh, was it the picture of the femur with the wig? Is that what you said in there just now? let's get the... This is a very dark color. Alright. So. And I think that this color will look good with some red wash on top of it in certain places to make it look darker, and then I think that will look good. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Zully said, I saw the pic. Luke said, the physical version of that picture is down there with the monster drawings, lol. Gotta get that framed or something. Zully said, now it's gonna be in my nightmares. Justin said, yeah, you guys have the actual drawing. I gave it to Luke. Luke said, you'll never sleep the same again, lol. Or haha, he put haha. Zully said, definitely whenever I close my eyes, I'll see that picture hunting me everywhere. And then I wonder, I think I'm just going to paint the bottom of the boot this color and then paint the top of it a different color. Might make it black at the top. And there's a paint or a model discrepancy right here. When they printed it, I wonder. No, that's not gonna work. I don't think I have a toothpick. That might work. Let me try to. Let's see. Sully said definitely when. Oh, I already read that. Justin said, I mean, even a regular femur is scary. Like the one-eyed crocodile monster with arms and legs and a weird tail. Yes, that is right. There we go. Kind of knock that down a little. Justin, or Luke said spiky ball on a tail, and then Justin said Captain Hook will wet himself. Oh, I got a forehead itch. Under my glasses, of course. Julie said, as I'm drawing the soundtrack here is beautiful. Is there any other platform? Or is there on any other platforms? This is just a vibe and chillin'. Justin says, well, I'll be watching until I fall asleep. Got to get up early to get stuff done before work. Need to work on my washer and get caught up on videos for Luke before I work from 11 to 11. Ooh, 11 to 11. Dang. Lily said, needed to add on my playlist while listening to. Yes. So I'm pretty sure that all the stuff that's on the playlist is available on like the streaming platforms and stuff. And Luke can send you links to that if you want, or put them in the Discord. To all of the stuff that's on that playlist that we play while we're streaming. Of course, most of that stuff will have, you know, words and stuff. It won't be instrumental, a lot of it. Oh, this one has got that. I wonder if they all have that. Here we go. I think they all have got this. There we go. I think I got it. I have to check that on all of them before I paint them. Alright. Justin says it's called Afterwinter. Luke said yes. Search Luke Neely, Reclamation, and Afterwinter Boundless. And Zuli says, dang, you having it rough. Already, I'm going to go check it out. And yes, thank you. Luke says all the songs from our streams are from those 2 albums. Should be on all the streaming services. And then replying to Zuli said, of course, thank you for checking them out. And Justin said, I got to make up for skipping work Sunday. LOL. Oh, man. Yeah, I forgot that you did that. So it's not in my face. Julie said that's amazing. Love the soundtrack. And then, yep. I need a little bit more of that red. Yep. this one's got it too. Alrighty. I guess they all got it. Did that one just come out? Awesome. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do that so I don't forget. Look up underneath my glasses like I can see it better. There we go. There we go. Justin said, LOL, the music just scared the crap out of me because I turned over and my right ear hears better than my left and it was way louder than I intended it to be. Whoops. Excuse me. Boy, painting the what's that called? The base is going to be hard in between his legs at the bottom there. It's going to be difficult. For sure. Just said I've lost a good bit of hearing in my left ear. Wow. Go hands here. Go hands to Justin when he said I lost a good bit of hearing in my left ear. Go ahead, said better go find it. Luke says surprisingly I don't have any hearing loss. Don't know how I've managed that. Justin said I got really sick not long ago and had a bad earache and it's not been the same since. I don't know if I had an infection or if just working in a factory is catching up with me. And it could be both. Oh, and you there's here. Zuli said, did you go get a checkup? And then you there said, painting? What a nerd. I am a nerd. And painting Hero Quest, which makes me an even bigger nerd. Oh boy. Zuli said, same here, but I better be careful. I always listen to music on almost full volume with my AirPods in. Same. Yep. And then Gohan said, my hearing is messed up because my parents smoked a lot around me as a kid. And then Justin said, no, I don't really do doctors unless I'm actually injured. Pretty expensive. Yeah. Zuli said, let's be fair. Everyone here is a nerd. No offense, but I'm a big nerd compared to my friends. Yes. Yep. Yep. I don't really have a whole lot of friends, but I kind of prefer it that way. Less drama in my life, and I don't have people don't expect things of me if I don't have that many people in my life, you know. Justin said, I'm a mid-30s male in the U.S. We don't go to the doctor, LOL. And Luke says, this is 100% nerd central. Yes. Doing that. Guess I need to try to blow my nose. Finish these guys' gloves and boots and then all. Or do I need to wait for an ad break? Is that what we usually do? Oops. Happy accident. And that's okay. This color's wanting to dry out on me, on my palette. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I gotta go back up. I missed some stuff here. Let's see. Okay. Gohan has a watch streak that he reached. He's currently on a 7-stream streak. Awesome. And he said, week straight. Woo! And Luke, replying to Justin's mid-30s male comment, said, oh man, too true. And Justin also reached a watch streak. He's on a 5-stream streak. And Zuli replying to Justin said, oh yeah, fair enough. And then Justin said, we subbed for Luke's nose blowing. Zuli said, mostly my friends never knew I was such a big nerd. I mean, I hide it well, but man, don't get me started when you talk about a topic I'm perfectly fluent in. Right? Yep. And then Luke said, I mean, my nose is big enough to be this whole attraction of the channel. That's true. That is true. I went to put our oldest in pajamas earlier, and he, pardon me for just a moment, he definitely, his shirt got caught in his nose when I went to pull his shirt off, and I was like, ooh, are you getting daddy's nose? Pardon me, I hope that wasn't too loud. Just have that one. There we go. I'm gonna get a drink as well before I put my glasses back on. Okay. Go ahead and you there. We do have a new poll in the Discord for the dice bag that's going to be revealed at the end of tonight. So if you have not had a chance to go and make your choice yet, go and do that. Put your vote in there so we can tally that all up. Getting ready to have an ad bot, or the ad starting soon. Justin said, gotta get that OnlyFans started. All nose blowing. Oh man. And Julie said, Savannah, you can blow your nose now. Okay, thank you. I just did, so hopefully it wasn't too loud for you guys, and it was during the ad, so hopefully. Alright, so there's, so far, gloves and boots. The bases look terrible, but I always paint those at the very end, so no worries there. Okay, so the next thing, I think the basically the loincloth, I guess you could call this, and then his shirt that's underneath that, I think is all one piece. And I'm going to make that this bright slaughter red color. It's a deep red. Luke said, haha, gonna need that extra income from external hard drives to the OnlyFans comment. Yes, the ad break is starting, and then you there said, you can only blow your nose when we are in ad breaks. We need it. Okay. I'll remember that for next time. Alright, so this is a deep red. This is the red I usually go to when I paint tongues or blood or anything like that. It's usually this slaughter red color because it's a really bright, vibrant red, and I really like it a lot. And it looks really good when I put the red wash on it. So it looks really good for that as well. Justin said, Luke, you really should look into a proper server with all you record. It's expensive, but much safer. Okay, let's get this bright red painted on here. Into his little cloth in the middle here. This was actually the red that I used on the Warlock's demon form. It turned out really good. Luke said, I have a talent. What can I say? Oh no. Zuli said, hang on a second. I'm backed up here. Luke said, there are probably a million better solutions than what I'm doing. I am the bane of all technology, and both of us are. Zuli said, if I had a nickel for every Luke nose blowing, it would overflow my wallet. And then Luke said, I have a talent. What can I say? And Zuli laughed, and then Justin said, or sub to a cloud service. Clouds are expensive too, but at least it's not hardware you personally have to maintain. Boy, he's got, I will say, this many also. I don't know if you guys can see this. Okay, so if I pull this up, he ain't sneaking up on no one with them things a clapping, I'm telling you. It would definitely be expensive. The hard drive on going out right now has a 3.3 TB of files on it and growing every day. Yeah. Yeah. You see this right here? Look at that thing. That mm-mm. You could hear that coming a mile away. Just saying. He definitely exercises his glutes, that's for sure. Justin said that's a ton of files. Zuli said, I just realized that whole bakery looks at Chaos Buttocks. That's their new name now. Chaos Buttocks. He pops into the room and then you gotta just wait on he just holds his finger up and is like, just hang on a second before he speaks, and then like has to wait for his butt to catch up to him. And then once it catches up, then he can talk. Okay. Justin says we all need to sub a lot so Luke can buy a NAS. Whatever that is. What's an NAS? Zuli says, alright, I'm gonna hop off for a second. Need to eat my lunch. Have fun, guys. See you. And Luke says, see you, Zuli. And Zuli says, see you too. Yes, hopefully we'll see you. Come back so you can see what wins the dice bag tonight. Hopefully we'll see you back here in just a little bit. If not, well, thanks for hanging out with us. It's always a blast, of course. Oh, network attached storage. That's what that stands for. Okay. Yes, we definitely need something like that for sure. I think actually he has some sort of necklace that comes down to attach the skull to his chest here that I didn't realize until I started to paint over it. So I might paint over that and leave the other ones white on the other ones until I can figure out what color I want to paint that with. I didn't realize that was there until I'd already painted over it. And then it was too late at that point. As I said, I hate how expensive it is though. NAS with 4 hard drive bays costs like $400 to $500 for a solid brand. Then you need the drives, which are like $100 each. It would actually be a lot more if Luke already had 3 terabytes of stuff. Yeah. Clean my brush so I can get some fresh paint on there. Hair is driving me crazy. Me crazy. Crazy. Go. There we go. Next, Governor. Governor. Luke said, songs are heavy on file space when you record everything for real like I do. Lots of modern producers just space for whatever sample library they have, and then it's 90% just using that over and over in songs. We've got song-specific files for every song, yes. So it takes up a lot of space. Lots and lots of space. Uh, Luke said drums alone are somewhere around 12 recorded tracks per take, probably between 50 MB and 100 MB per track, depending on the length of the song, and that's also for each take. So if the drums are compiled for multiple takes, that gets to be an absolute ton real fast. Justin said, I just looked on Amazon. If you went to the Bay 2 route and got WD red drives, it would be in the ballpark of $600. Whew. Well, Cal's here. Hello. How's everyone going? Or how's everyone doing, I think is what you meant to say. Doing good. Painting some Chaos Warlocks and having fun. Justin said, I should be asleep, but I'm struggling. Cal, I don't know. I think you're part of our Discord. I put a new poll in there for the dice bag that's going to be revealed at the end of the stream tonight. If you hadn't had a chance to vote on that, if you wanted to go and do that, up to you. And then we'll pick the winner tonight after I'm done streaming here. Up to you. Let me know. And we will figure that out tonight. Because I'm super stoked about it. I've been wanting to paint these guys. I'm hoping that I'll finish them tonight. And then I'll need the next thing I need to paint. So I went ahead. I meant to put the poll in last night and I forgot. Things just have been hectic, you know. My youngest son's birthday was today, so just been trying to focus mostly on him today more than anything. Okay. Callie said same. Thanks for the heads up. I will check now. Justin said also a vote to replace the dwarf I killed. Yes. And then Cal said you killed a dwarf. You mean LOL. Voting done. Okay. Thank you. Awesome. Yes. Last night I'm not sure. I think you were here for a little while, weren't you? If you saw that or not. I missed it at the end of last night, but Hogard, our dwarf, was killed. Granted, we did have a lot of monsters spawning that weren't technically supposed to be there. But, so he perished and did not make it. Which I was sad about because I really liked his paint job. But I'm hoping, so far as from what I saw, it looked like the female dwarf was winning, which I'll be excited about because she's the only one that I haven't painted yet. I painted the other version of the male dwarf that's on there. And so I'm hoping that the female dwarf will win just so it's a new one for me to paint. Because I haven't painted that female dwarf yet. Cal said, yep, I was here for a little bit, or was that the day before? I'm lost in reality. Yes, I understand. I get that. Justin said, Gramia proceeded to one-shot everyone after, though. She was mad. And then Luke said she really did. Well, good. Gramina should just one-shot everybody. It should just be Gramina on these quests by herself. You don't have to worry when she's around, that's for sure. My paintbrush is trying to fray out on me. paint the back? Yeah, I did. Okay. Make sure. Okay. 3 out of the 5. Or whatever this piece of cloth is that he has on him hanging down. Cal said, but did you have fun? Luke said, always. And Cal said, be right back. Justin said, yeah, Hogar didn't, though. Luke was going to write the Ballad of Hogar. Cal said, good stuff. Well, that's right. I remember now. I remember you being there now, Cal, because I said Cal when you popped into the chat. Cal said, oh, love to read that one. Now I'll be right back. LOL. Me crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Did the kids go to sleep, Luke? Finally? Yeah, they were both out right before the stream started. Okay, good. Good, good, good. We're out of 5 with that part. Alright, last loincloth thingy mabob. Whatever this thing is called. It's not a cloak. It's not technically a loincloth. I don't know what it is. Luke said, yeah, they were both... Oh, I already said that. Pardon me. I can't remember what I read 2 seconds ago. Oh, we are in an ad. Unless you are subscribed, and then you don't got to worry about it, which is awesome. Benefits. Oh, Gwen said, quick, blow your nose. Too late. She didn't make it. I didn't make it. Sorry. I'm getting sniffly again. But I am going to do that right now real quick, guys. Pardon me real quick. Oh. Sorry about that. drink while I'm at it. Get on there. All right, I gotta readjust in this seat and my tailbone. Oh God. Whew. I had a tailbone accident when I was a teenager, and so my butt really starts to hurt after a little while, and whew, tailbone's feeling it. Okay, so now it is time for black, I think. So I definitely think that I'm trying to determine. So I got a few more colors here. So I'm thinking that maybe the top of the boots and this belt thing he's got on, like the inside of this belt thing, should be black. Thinking that's the route I'm gonna go. And then his pants, I might do this like dark black purplish red color. And then I'm figuring this out. And then maybe around the lining of this waist thing that he's got, there's like an outside to it essentially. And I might do that in either this, maybe this moonlight coral color. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the black. Get the dried paint off of it first. Okay. Luke says, giving away the premium content to the masses. No respects. I'll do. No, I'm afraid that's going to look too close. Purplish red. Maybe I'll do this for the pants. I don't know. I'm figuring this out. We're going with it as we're chugging along here. Hair on my paint palette there. Okay. So definitely the tops of the boots, I think, will be black. They deserve a freebie every now and then. Almost dipped in the red. Okay, and then inside this belt. One. One. Fixed it. Okay. Oh, go ahead and just give me a potion of healing. Maybe that'll help the sniffles. Well, we hope so. I think Luke's right. I don't think this cold is ever going to leave either one of us. I think we're going to just forever be sick. Oh, got an itch on my leg. There's 3. Oh, Ash Ketchum's here. He said, "Yo, Luke, keep it up." Or is it me? I guess it's just me. Luke comments under the Midnight Quest thing, so when people tag that, usually it's to him, but I think you were talking to me. Thank you. I am trying to keep it up. Trying to just wing this color palette as I go to decide how I want it to turn out. I didn't really think about it beforehand as far as what I was going to be. I had the color palette, but I just didn't have what I was going to paint everything until we sat down tonight. So now up to the belt. This guy kind of reminds me of like a wrestler. Same stance. His name could be Chaos Buttocks. Oh, that was all of them. Okay. That was number 5. Okay. Alright, so now I gotta figure out this pants color. Got it broken now. So, I thought about this dusk red, but I'm afraid it's going to be too too similar to the gloves, because it's similar. Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll paint the top of the belt, like the whatever that is, lining of the belt, I guess. I'm gonna paint his pants this like black purplish red color. That's what it's called. It's a murder scene is the name of it. On a live scene. Am I allowed to say that anymore? I don't know. Okay. Like I say, we're going with it. Alright. It's a little bit dark. I might try to put something lighter on top of it after I paint the initial. I put a little thinner in it to make it not quite so... It's almost sticky because of how thick it is. I'm going to try to add a little bit of thinner to it and just loosen it up a little so it's not quite so sticky looking. And it's even kind of painting sticky. So, yeah. That looks very streaky. I'm going to get my medium that I have here. Gotta stir it up. Okay. Oop. That might have been too much. Let's find out. We can just loosen that a little because it's really, really thick. That might be too loose though. So, yeah. Yeah, now it's too thin. I'll have to let that dry. Oh, we had our ad break starting here. I don't need to blow my nose, so that's good. Ad is finishing. All right. Okay. All right. First guy here. Okay, that looks okay. I didn't know. I wasn't sure. Oh, pardon me, guys. Oh man, my tailbone. It hurts. Oh. All right, so now I think next thing is gonna be the lining around his belt. I think I'm gonna do that in, let's see, this brilliant red, this poppy red. So I'm gonna do it in a really bright red and hope it's a little bit, it's different than the red. Or do I want to do red? Second guessing everything that I do. Actually, I think I might do maybe the copper. All right. Yeah. So I think I'm going to do this death metal as the lining of the belt and the actual like helmet that's on his head and the little ball here. And then the copper, I'm going to do the things on his arms and then the little horn looking things that come up off of the helmet. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Go ahead. Get this, this is called death metal. It's kind of like black and it's got like gold mixed in it. It's really a cool color. And it gives it a cool little effect, and I think that'll be good on that belt actually. Because the belt being in the middle black, I think this will be a subtle way to give it like a lining. So we're gonna go with that and see how it turns out. Okay, so I'm gonna do the helmet first. Yep, I think that was a good choice. Sweet. Sweet. Pardon me. Everybody still alive out there? There's two. Justin says, unfortunately. Having trouble sleeping. Sure. Oh. I missed the back of this guy's shirt. Oops. Alright, well, we'll paint that next. I did not expect that. How did I miss that? I've also missed that like this entire time of doing other things on this mini. I completely missed that. Oh, Cal's back. Said still packing boxes, so mostly lurking. You're not supposed to do that, lovely. Whoopsie. Well, we'll fix it real quick. Just need a tad bit of red here, and we can fix it up. I'm not surprised by that, honestly. As I was coming around here, I thought, why is that look like it's not painted? And then, like, I turned it around, and I'm like, well, that's because it's not painted. I even painted the helmet and everything and didn't even realize that. Must be off in a different world right now. Oh boy. Cal said I've done the same thing so many times. Yes. Well, I'm almost done with these guys. Got just a few things left to do on them here. Okay. So now the next thing I'm going to do with them is the rest of the armor, essentially, that he's got on, which is this brazen copper. And pardon me for just a minute, because this is going to take a minute to, as you can see, all the copper kind of like settled at the bottom. So I gotta, it's just like that horde bronze color that I use sometimes. Oh. So some of these, I don't know if it's just the metallics that do this, or if it's some of the other paints too, but these metallics, it seems like a couple of 2 or 3 of them I have. The colors separate and then a lot of it settles to the bottom. So then I gotta sit here and try to warm it up so that it'll mix up the way it needs to. You know, I wasn't too sure about the pants color. I thought it looks a little too dark. It looks similar to the red, but now that it's dried, I like it. It looks a lot better. Cal said that happens with a number of different metallic paint brands. Okay. All right. Well, this one's getting there. You can see that it's starting to separate there. Or starting to mix back together the way it's supposed to. I wonder if it's just something that's in the metallics that causes it to do that. Because not all my metallics do that. I guess it just depends on what colors are in them that make that happen. Ha. Cal said Citadel is classic for it, especially their old gold colors. I can believe that. I got a couple of Citadel colors, but nothing metallic. I just got like a bright like lime green and like a bone white color that I got from them. All right, I think that's pretty good. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just enough to, let me wipe the tip of this one off because it's really goopy. Okay. All right. So this is kind of like a reddish, copperish, goldish red. Something there. Cal said, I love the bright green. Is it the moot green? This is, yes, moot green. Yep. I got it for ogre skin. So I was like, ogres are definitely like a bright green color, some of them. Probably have to go over these ones a couple of times to really get that metallic to show through. Cal said, nice. Great for goblins, grots, and orcs. Yes. I agree. And then I noticed that death metal color right here. Need to put a little bit more up on this. Up here. Anywhere that I notice it's kind of thin. Oh, we have our ad starting here. Okay. I'm wondering now, looking at this, I like this for the horn color, but I think, I'm wondering if I shouldn't do something else for the arm. Talon bronze, maybe, or just like a dark, maybe the broadsword silver. What do you guys think? Yeah, okay, I'm just going to hold off on that for a second because I'm not sure I want this color on the arm. Like, I like it for the horns coming out of his helmet essentially, but don't know if I really want it. It's a similar color to the gloves, only it's metallic, and so I don't know. I don't know if I like it for that. Go back over some of that gunmetal color. It's a little thin in places. So when I'm done with this one, this is the last set of spikes or horns on the helmet here. So when I'm done with this, I'll go back over that a little bit. first one, so I'm gonna go over the second one. Let me get a little bit more here. Alright, so anybody that is with me still, I was going to make, before that ad break happened, I was going to make the arm pieces. So these arm pieces, the same color as the horns, but I feel like it's a similar color to the gloves. So I don't really want to do that now. So I'm trying to decide, because they're metal, you know, they're like steel, like, so should they be like a silver, a dark silver, a gold, dark gold? Like, what do you guys think? As far as the gauntlets on his arm and stuff, like more that little, like the little bands he has on his arms, the metal bands and stuff. Trying to decide. Gold would be, like if I did a really dark gold, that could be a nice touch. Or, because then I could put like a strong like dark brown tone around like the nubs that are on these and give them a little bit more definition. So Cal says gold being a yellow would work with the other colors. See, I think so too. Okay, all right. So I have a light gold and I have a dark gold. So which one do you think? Because normally I use this hoplite gold and it's a brighter gold. But I'm almost wondering if the darker gold would look better with this mini, with the colors that's already on there. With the dark red and just the... Yeah, I'm almost wondering if the dark gold... I think the dark gold would look better here. Because I don't want it to be like kind of washed out looking. And I think that this will definitely be a good color. Darker gold with a brighter gold highlight could be very effective. Okay, that's what I was thinking too. All right, cool. Sweet. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's get that darker gold on there. I also think that that will look really nice. Yeah, I think that was a good choice for sure. Thank you. Yeah, I think that was definitely a good choice, for sure. Sweet. That is awesome. Oh, I didn't realize this, but I got from the helmet, I got that color on his shoulder, so I'll have to fix that real quick. Didn't even realize I had done that. Hopefully that won't be too stubborn to fix. Let's find out. Because that's pretty dark that I got on her shoulder there, so. Oh. Didn't mean to do that much. Wow. Oh, Dr. Funnut's here. Hi! How's it going? I'm finally back. Oh, that's Zuli. Hello, Zuli. I'm glad that you're back. Alright, we'll let that dry and see if that'll work. Hopefully it will. I have to do that a few different times, but... Dr. Funnut says, it's going good. And then he says, hi, finally back. I'm Dr. Funnut. Sully says, oh, hey, Dr. Funnut. Oh. Just painted that arm. Oh, whoopsie. So Sully said, what's the things I missed with the Chaos Warlock? How's the color palette coming? And then Dr. Funnut replied to Zuli and said, I'm going to prescribe everyone with painful grunts with my dad jokes. Don't you worry. Well, that is okay. The color palette is coming along nicely. I made the decision, well, me and Cal helped me make the decision. I was going to paint these armband thingies the same color that I painted the horns on his helmet, but I thought it was too close to the glove color. And so I was like, I don't want it to wash out anything or get too muddied. And so we decided to do a darker gold and then maybe put on some brighter gold highlights once it's dry. And I think that worked well with this color palette. I wasn't planning on doing any gold, but I think it will, it'll work well with it, I think. Zuli said, not gonna lie, with dad jokes it's annoying, but hey, I can't complain, it'll lighten the mood. That's right. Oh, Luke, I'm telling you, he makes some dad jokes sometimes, and I'm like, I can't believe that we're together right now. And that was before we even had kids, man. Zuli says Luke training so he can perfect the dad jokes. Yep. Paint in my mouth. How did that happen? Very strange. Oh, Dr. Funnut says, I've had someone tell me, and I quote, you're going to give me, my wife, and my children colon cancer if you keep this up, man. That's hilarious. Tell him not to be so anal about things. Rolling on the ground right now, Zully said. And then Dr. Funnet said, oh my god, that's so good. I can whip them out there sometimes. More of that gold. Zully said, my tabaxi art is almost finished. Just some finishing touches. I'll show the art. I'm quite proud of it. Awesome. Dr. Fudnet said, I used to make anime or 5 years ago before I stopped and became bad. We'll definitely post it in the Discord. I for sure would like to see it. Oh man. Okay, Zully said, hey, no hard feelings, man. I'm also quite bad in art. But what can I say? Art is art. Whether you're good or bad, it's okay to express it. Dr. Fudnet said, that's what the dad jokes are for. Okay, Julie said exactly, and Dr. Fudnut said, my sister went to Italy in 2020 and was supposed to go see all the art in Italy and France for her French class. Then 2020 hit at the worst time. Oh, man. Did she ever get to go? Oh. Julie said, oh, that sucks. And then Dr. Fudnut said she got there, was there for 2 days, and was forced to leave and proceeded to be holed up in my parents' house for a full month because nobody knew about the big C. Yeah, 2020. Julie says, yeah, 2020, the time sucks. Me and my family were supposed to go to Singapore that time and then canceled afterwards due to a lot of reasons. I won't be traveling for a long time. Dang. Pardon me for a moment. I just spotted an earwig crawling on the table over here. I think I got it. Dr. Freeman is now they are Singapore. So now I'm going to go back and put another layer on the horns. Of that brazen copper. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your paints now. Okay. Dr. Fronut says they must be high in vitamin B. The B stands for broke. Oops. Okay, Julie said, but definitely we got a hit with the high B. Julie said, wait, this is the longest painting time on stream, isn't it? Yes. Dr. Funda says, shh, keep that under wraps. Yes, this is my longest stream, I think, so far. I thought about stopping at 3, but I'm really close to finishing these guys. So I wanted to try to just get them done before I stopped for the night. Because after this, all I have left to do is just the... like any highlights I want to do, and it fix any tiny like little mistakes that need covered up, and then the bases. And then when I seal them, I can do that off camera. I'm not worried about doing that on camera, sealing them, but I was trying to at least get the majority of them done. I might hold off on the bases too and do those off camera, just because they're, you know, it's just the bases. Oh, and his teeth. Forgot about their teeth. But I think I'm just going to put a wash on the teeth. Just kind of make them brown. Zully said, my bad, but not going to lie, I'm enjoying the painting. Thank you. I'm enjoying painting as well. Oh! I just dropped him right in the water. Let me grab a paper towel. Whoops. He went for a swim. He's swimming. It's a different kind of paint stream now. Good thing he was dry on the bottom. There we go. Oh, my butt. Oh, my butt, my butt, my butt. Okay. All right, let me take a look at the sky here. Oh, I need to fix that one shoulder still because yeah, that came through. I was hoping it would not, but it did. Put some there we go. I'll put a little more on the shoulder over here too. All right. Okay. Hello? Oh. Okay. Alright. So. Oh. And I gotta paint this little, like, necklace looking thing. Might make that gold as well. Because gold covers, and I accidentally painted this one red before I realized that was there. So. Bring those closer to me so I don't gotta reach so far. Oops. Painted up on the helmet. There we go. Easy thing to cover. I'm gonna make this my new paper towel. Zully said, I, the female dwarf, won on the poll. Yay! I'm happy about that because I already have painted the male dwarf. I haven't painted that female dwarf yet. So, I'm glad she won. And then there's just a little bit of the red that I went over here. Fix my lines up here. Third friend, I said one on the pole, a stripper pole. No, we have a Discord, and I'm not sure how to put the link in there, but Luke knows how to. I don't know if you're on our Discord, Dr. Funnet, but if you would like to be, higher up in the chat, there is a link for that. And I think Luke has fallen asleep. Otherwise, I'd just have him post it. But I think he fell asleep, and so higher up in the chat is a link for the Discord, and you can join our Discord, and we put polls and stuff in there. We had a hero die last night, and so we put a poll in there to see who was going to be the new hero to join our party, unless you were just, you know, making a joke, which that's fine. What happened to the back of the boots right here and why they're white? What is going on with this right now? I didn't even use white. Why is it? Is this from when I dropped them in the water? I bet it was. There we go. Fixed. Discord, well, I tried, lol. Okay. So now I think I'm going to try to do a little bit of a brighter highlight on the, like, studs that are on these wrist thing he's wearing around his arms. I'm going to put lighter gold on there. This is the gold I normally use. But it's a little bit bright, and so thought it would look better as a highlight. Okay. Coming along. apply here for these highlights. My butt is so numb. Numb butt. Alright. So I think I want to do a wash. Just gotta figure out which wash I want to do. So, let's see. Let me look at them for a second. I definitely want to put some of the dark, nope, that's a strong, where's my dark red? Right here. A dark red tone on the bright red in the middle here. Do I want dark tone? No. Let's do a soft tone for his teeth, I think. And some of the musculature. Look at the muscularity. Got to make at least one Bardic Broadcast reference. At least one. Okay. I think I'm going to take... Where is it? This brush. So this is a little bit bigger brush. I'm just going to get the ends, and then I'm just gonna kind of dab it here. Dab his okay, this might actually not be dark enough. Okay, I actually think I want that a bit darker. So, I'm not going to go with a soft tone, I'm going to go with a dark tone. Wasn't going to do it, but now I think it needs it, so let's see what this one looks like. Now I'm going to do the dark red tone as well. I think that's what this is called, yeah. Put that one here so that I can put this one. Oh, I'm getting ready to do an ad. Almost forgot to do the dark on the spot here. And blow. Go ahead and get the tissue ready. I actually haven't been sniffling too bad that I've noticed. It's not been too bad. I think your potion of healing worked. Go and said, see, that potion helped. Sully said, great, now next time the potion has to pass down to Luke now. He needs the potion, right? Go ahead and say I'm surprised we're still going to. I am too. I just wanted to hurry up and try to finish these guys. They're almost done. We've been going a long time tonight, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me. This is the last thing that I'm doing is just the detailing of the washes, and then I'll probably save the bases, do the bases off stream. I just wanted to get the last of this, detailing and stuff down essentially. So I definitely do not normally go this long. Normally I'm done by now. Zuli says, yeah, I'm on my bed half napping while watching the stream. Go ahead and said, no complaints, just weird for painting to go this long. Yes, I agree with you. Normally I am ready. I mean, I'm tired, but normally I'm like falling asleep by this point. But I've been really looking forward to doing these guys. So I definitely wanted to get that done before bedtime hit. One more guy here. Silly said, yeah, the same. This is the longest painting time. True. And then go ahead and said, makes up for the last painting stream. I feel that was super short. Yes. Yeah. I do think that the last one I had was the shortest one by far. Because I had, I don't remember for sure why that one was so short. I think I just got done early. Alright. Alright. Come on. I'm getting there. Julie said, yeah, she doubled it. Go ahead and said it happened. Julie said, I can't wait to see what's in the next bag that's going to be picked. Mine has the least votes. Go ahead and said, mine will be the last bag picked. You watch. And then Julie said, yep, can't complain about that. And what did you pick? I know mine is red, to be fair. I love red, so yep. Joanne usually picks pink. So we'll see. Last I saw, the black bag was winning. So I'm going to double check that in just a couple minutes here. Okay, so I think that other than just the bases, these guys are pretty much done. Turn this light off so you guys can see him a little better. So, I think they turned out pretty good. That's sweet. See if I can actually get it. Yeah, there we go. So, black for the win. Can't wait until they are super dead. Okay, did you check the Discord just now? I'm gonna look real quick on our poll here. Let's see. Yes, black won with 4 votes, but pink had 3 votes. You were close, Gohan. It was close. Zilly said, wow, the Chaos Warlocks look great. Thank you. All right, so it's going to be the black bag. So we're going to go, I'm just going to reveal it on here. Okay, so here's the black bag. It's black and gold. And I don't think there's a mini in here, so it must be a big one. Yeah. All right. Yeah, there's not a mini in here, but the card is in here. So the mini must have been too big to fit into this bag. So let's reveal what the card says. All right. There's color palette. So in the black bag, we have, maybe if I can open it, Lesser Dragons from First Light. Oh boy, dragons. I'm super stoked about that. I'm not sure what they look like because they're over there in the drawers. I don't know how many of them there are either. Let me check my paper. Let's see. Lesser Dragons. Let me see here. So yeah, mini's too big for the bag. Julie said, "Oh, a dragon." Gohan said, "Now mini being too big makes more sense." And Zuli said, "I can't wait to choose more color palettes. I want a pink dragon," Gohan says. And then Zuli said, "Yeah, I mean, it's a dragon." Okay, let's see. See if I can find him on here. Where be the dragons? Are on the next? Are on the last page? Yep. There's 2 of them. So there's 2 dragons. Zuli says, "I want a fire dragon." So there are going to be 2 dragons. Oh boy, dragons. I have no idea what they look like. Because like I said, they're over there in Luke's, in the drawers over there. But that's going to be our next thing that we paint is Lesser Dragons from First Light. So we are done with our Chaos Warlocks. And I will write the color palette down later. I'm not going to do that right now. So, yep. So that's how these guys turned out. And so we just got... I just got the bases left to do and then sealing them. And then these guys will be ready for action. I think they turned out pretty good. I like that color palette a lot. Go ahead and said pink and green, LOL. And Zuli said pink and green in one. That's actually a nice combo. I think so as well. I think that's cool. We'll have to see what Luke's thoughts are on that as well. But I actually think that's a cool thought process because I got a lot of pinks back here and I got a lot of greens back here. So I think that will work out actually really, really good. This whole row almost, like half to here is all pinks, and then I got some down here. And then this whole row right here is greens. So I definitely got some pinks and greens going on there. Go ahead and said Luke doesn't need to know. Zuli said the color palette for the Warlocks, what was it? Looks amazing, yes. And he said, yeah, or Zuli said, yeah, I agree. He doesn't need to know. Okay, he doesn't need to know. Shh. So we'll do like green and pink, and then what other color? What's the other one? What's the other one? What should the other one be? We'll have to think about that. There's all kinds of options. Dragons come in all colors, all sorts, and I think that pink and green I think would be really cool. It doesn't have to be, like, bubblegum pink and bright green. It can be like some really cool colors to make them go together. Go ahead and said, I have D&D dice that transform into monsters. That's awesome. I need to see these. You should put a picture of them in the Discord. I'd love to see those. Zuli says, I vote fire dragon, so mostly fiery red. Go ahead and said, I'll have to find them to post in the Discord. Yes, definitely. I would love to see that. All right, guys. Well, I think Zuli said, no way, that's cool about the D&D dice. I think so, too. That's awesome. Well, at 3 hours and 47 minutes that it took to do those Chaos Warriors, which they would have taken a lot less time if there wasn't 5 of them, but doing 5 of them, I think that was fairly good in that amount of time. And so on Sunday, we will be doing Lesser Dragons. That's going to be the goal. And so you guys post me some paint palettes. Zuli, if you want to put some more paint palettes in the Discord, that would be awesome. I want to thank you guys again for just hanging out with me for almost 4 hours. It was fun. I'm glad that they're done. They turned out really good, I think. That was a good selection or a good palette to choose. I think that worked out really good for those guys. So thanks again, and we will see you guys tomorrow for our creative stream. And then Friday to finish the Quest 7, I think, is what we were on in the Return of the Witch Lord. So tomorrow's our creative stream, so make sure you're here for that so we can discuss lore and stuff like that. Zuli says, have a nice day, everyone. A nice night for me. Nice night for anybody else that it may be late for. And we will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much. Again, bye.